versus the world number 4, Michael Smith. And you might say, but Dan, how can the world number 2 and the world number 4 be meeting in the last 16 of a Pro Tour event like this? Well, it's seeded on the 1-year ranking system, which is based on how these guys perform in these events and on the European Tour. And on that metric, Michael Smith remains the number 4 seed, or at least is today.
25.
Gerwyn Price is seeded number 13. He's skipped a few events. He hasn't been as
25.
dominant or as successful as he has in some of the big TV events. He does have one of these titles to his name this year, but it is only one. Curiously, he won that with a broken hand.
25.
Michael Smith, by contrast, has been brilliant in these tournaments. In fact, you don't have to go that far back to May and June, where he won 3 on the spin. There was a Euro Tour thrown in during that spell as well, and he managed to win the US Darts Masters in Madison Square Garden, New York City. But as for who's favourite to win this one, it's a very, very difficult one to call. Even the bullseye is being hotly contested at the start of this. First to 6 legs goes through to 25. The quarter-finals, where it could be Peter Wright who awaits. Peter Wright has booked his place in the last 16
won the ball
by beating Steve West. He'll take on Mervyn King. So Peter Wright up against Mervyn King for a spot in the quarterfinals, with the winner facing one of these two. So it was an absolute quarter of death here. And it is Gerwyn Price who gets us underway, and gets us underway pretty spectacularly. Kicks off with a 180. He's only lost 5 legs so far today, but then Michael Smith has only lost 5 legs.
24.
Their days have mirrored each other. 6-0 in the first round, 6-2 in round 2, and 6-3 in their third round.
177.
My word. Gerwyn Price, 6 perfect darts to start the leg, to start the match.
100.
It's on. Oh, but it isn't any longer.
104.
The Iceman leaves himself on tops after just 9 darts, after starting with 7 perfect. Astonishing barrage to start this game from the world number 2.
Game shot.
And an 11-darter does the job. The Iceman holds throw emphatically in the opening leg of this one.
45.
We welcome viewers on the PDC Facebook and YouTube channels. Just giving you a little taste of what PDC TV subscribers get. 30 of these Players' Championship events over the course of the year, and this is the sole qualifying criteria to get to the Players' Championship finals in Minehead, that last big TV tournament before the start of the World Championship. Also 13 European Tour events. I realise there is a community of people that follow the darts on YouTube and are probably about 4 years behind, so this must be a terrifying glimpse into the future for them.
134. 134. 58.
Well, Michael Smith leaves 164. Gerwyn Price back on 301.
96.
And can't find another trouble that we've got him to a finish, so Smith can just hammer away at this without needing to complete the job. But he's
45.
not done that very well.
$105.
Price on a much nicer finish of 100. Now Michael Smith's on 100. But he only had 2 darts to complete it, and he needed another one. Well, Price did get 3 darts to clear 100, and he couldn't find the 2 double tops. So that chance for Price to double his advantage slips through his fingers, at least for now.
Game shot.
And indeed full stop. 1 apiece as the bully boy levels up with a shake of the head. Coming into 2022,
100.
the head-to-head records for these two, it was evenly split. They had played 30 times, they'd
96.
drawn twice and had 14 wins each. But this year, Michael Smith has had the better of their meetings.
85.
They've played 6 times, every single one of them on the telly. The World Championship, the UK Open,
96.
and a number of Premier League meetings. Gerwyn Price has only won 1, and that was in the Premier League. All the others have gone the way of the bully boy. And of course, the World Championship and the UK
83.
Open, he went on to reach the finals of both. And came very, very close to winning both of them. Ultimately, frustrated in both endeavours.
99. $97.
Well, Price down to a finish, but Michael Smith will fancy his chances of leaving something more handy. Well, he would have done.
$46.
He's not helped himself at all there. Oh, lovely stuff. Lovely stuff from Gerwyn Price. Leaves himself double top. It's a sumptuous 136 checkout from the Iceman. Will do what he can to leave double top.
180.
Absolutely deadly from the world number 2. A maximum in response from the bully boy.
137.
128 players came here today, 16 boards of action. So 127 matches will be played out this afternoon at Barnsley Metrodome, with somebody being crowned the winner and taking home £12,000 in ranking money.
79.
Mentioned this is the quarter of death, with Price, Smith, Peter Wright and Mervyn King thrown in there for good measure.
134.
But the top seed is Luke Humphries. Dave Chisnell's playing some magnificent darts today.
60.
He's averaging over a ton. He's 3-0 up on Gary Anderson right now. That's in the same half of the draw as these guys, and indeed Luke Humphries, as Michael Smith looks at double 8 now.
84.
And 2 misses, but ones he can afford to have with Price back in the 200s. The other half of the draw, you've got the likes of Damon Heta, the World Cup winner, Aussie #1, a winner on the European Tour just last weekend in Gibraltar, his first Euro Tour title.
Game shot.
As we do see the game levelled up, 2-2, thanks to 2 2s.
$141.
Just sliding the wrong side of the wire. Price went in search of another perfect start to a leg. But there's some exciting young
95.
talent in the other half of the draw as well. Josh Rock is still there. If you've not been made aware of Josh Rock in his debut year in PDC darts,
100.
well, pay attention, because this lad is throwing numbers. Jan van Veen, not a tour card holder, but a very, very exciting young Dutch prospect.
76.
He's currently playing Joe Cullen in that half of the draw and holding his own, 2 apiece in that one. Looking to reach his first senior quarter-final in PDC darts. Mike De Decker, a man who's been around for quite some time, is 4-0 up on Krzysztof Ratajski. De Decker took out the number 2 seed Rob Cross, the European champion, in the very first game of the day on this streaming board.
90.
And could be about to reach the quarter-finals, a rare senior quarter-final for De Decker.
96.
Price will come back looking at 104. Already seen him take out the 136 using the 16s route. He's probably going to use the 16s route here.
70.
As Michael Smith uses the bullseye sensibly to get to a finish. Yeah, it is the 16, so a single 16 now. Leaves that double top.
Game.
And it is a 104 to go with the 136. Magnificent from Gerwyn Price. 5 legs into this, every single one of them a hold of throw. A real threat to the 9-darter in the very first leg. Some wonderful combination finishing. But Price is averaging close to 100 here. Michael Smith in the mid-80s.
140.
And he's coming under pressure again, the bully boy. And responds pretty well, to be fair to him. Another maximum for Michael Smith.
60.
Did see a game today where Johnny Clayton was beaten by Jim McEwen, the veteran Scotsman, despite the fact that McEwen averaged 15
28.
points less than him in the averages. Can be done.
$97. $140.
Well, he's done well, Michael Smith, in this leg to turn things around after a seemingly disastrous start.
60.
But a couple of troublous visits from Gerwyn Price have just eased the pressure on him. Double 18. Good guide.
7.
Does not use it. Can he produce another combination finish? He might do. Double 12.
120.
Well, I was about to ask where that was from leg one, which would have completed the 9-darter. And Michael Smith can't work his way in on the double 9. Price on double 12. Don't give him more chances at it, because he does not need many. It is our first breaker throw, and the Iceman leads by 4 legs to 2.
$140.
Looking very, very sharp. His best performance of the day came in the second round. That was on one of the streaming boards against Mickey Mansell. And he was in a battle. He was locked together at 2-all, very much like this one. Then he put his foot down and raced away to a 6-2 win with 106 average. And is he going to do to Michael Smith what he did to Mickey Mansell earlier on? Because there's certainly
180.
a possibility of it happening. Michael Smith digging in with another 180. But he is still chasing in this leg.
100.
Well, it goes to the 16s because that leaves a 170 finish. Treble 18 and bull. He is going for it.
99.
Of course he was going for it, but he does not pin it. Slap of the hand in frustration. Well, really would have been frustrating if he'd seen Michael Smith pin that.
64.
Is that double 12 again? And that double 12 is pinned again. Gerwyn Price in charge of this contest. It has all been about Michael Smith when
51.
these two have met for the majority of this year. 5 wins out of 6. But Price has been the dominant force in this one.
100.
I can tell you we have some quarter-finalists already. Mike De Decker, a 6-1 winner over Christoph Ratajski. And 104 average to boot from the young Belgian.
94.
Damon Heta, looking to go back-to-back titles after victory in Gibraltar on the European Tour last weekend. He's just beaten Geert Nenchez by 6 legs to 2 with a ton-plus average. Dave Chisnall has beaten Gary Anderson.
75.
Anderson averaging 103, only got 1 leg. So Chisnall, De Decker, Heta, all through. And Gerwyn Price looking to join them. And you can see
90.
from the averages there that he has been the more consistent player by quite some distance. Josh Rock is through as well. He's just beaten Kim Huybrechts.
62.
Yet another quarter-final for this sensationally talented young Northern Irishman. It is going to be Rock
96.
versus Mike De Decker for a spot in the semis. Huge, huge day.
140. $63.
Again, Michael Smith using the bullseye. Been very willing to do that over the course of this game. Gerwyn Price cannot win it in that
71.
visit. He takes a chunk out of it, forcing Michael Smith to take the ton-plus check out. Treble 16. does not get it. Match darts incoming for Gerwyn Price.
7, 67.
He should get 2 of them. That should be all he needs.
$33.
Well, it turns out he needed more. But Michael Smith needed more than 3 himself, so that should be that. A 6-2 win incoming for the world number 2, who beats the world number 4. A rare win for him against the bully boy this year. Could it be what's turned out to be a rare win on the floor for him this year? Only the 1 title to his name so far this year. Gerwyn Price in these floor tournaments, as you can see, far more clinical. The 136 checkout, the 104 checkout. If we'd seen the 144 checkout in the very first leg, we would have seen yet another 9-darter this year from the world number 2. However, he is through to the quarterfinals here at Barnsley Metrodome and is in with a great chance